Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the only land, and we are back to talk about this. I'm so excited to talk about these sneakers. I wish you guys understood. Before I get into that though, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you've seen before, if you like what you see today. And let's get into this. I got my Supreme, they call it a squirt. I don't know why. It's a Leatherman. It's one of those multi-tools. It's a mini one. Where my knife is, I do not know. Let's not get my address in the video. Don't cut the box either. I want to see what the box looks like too, man. I'm excited to see the box. It's nice. If you guys only understood how hard it was to get these, I'm gonna explain that in a second. Super hard to get a hold of these. I don't understand why. Like when they became available. These are the Curry 9s. No, the box isn't open yet, but I want to get into them before I get into them. These are the Curry 9s, and when they dropped, I tried at 12 a.m., at 1 a.m., I woke up at 7 a.m. hoping they weren't sold out. I tried so many times to check out. Like, you get them in the cart and it's giving you all the information, and like you put in all your information and it's not letting you check out. I'm like, what's going on? I had to literally tweet Under Armour like, yo, I can't check out, and they sent me a number. Shout out to Under Armour. When I called the number, man, it took me like 5 minutes. It took me like literally 5 minutes. Oh, this is fire. It took me 5 minutes out over there. That's enough of the story. Let's get into what I got here. I'm opening this box. This box, from what I know, is similar to the Curry 8s. I did do an unboxing for the Curry 8s for kids pair. It was my nephew's pair. I never ended up playing in those, I think because I tore my ACL around that time, so it just never happened. Never even bothered to get a pair because it just, like I said, wasn't gonna happen. But I believe the box is exactly the same. The only difference that you have here is the Sesame Street sticker here. By the way, I haven't pulled these out, but this is the colorway that I wanted. If you guys knew what I wanted, I'll put the video up at some point, the little tag thing somewhere up here. This is the exact colorway that I was waiting on. There's a reason I haven't grabbed these from StockX or whatever the case is. How badly I wanted them. I wanted this colorway, and I was not paying over retail. So you have these stickers here. It's got the Cookie Monster one. It's got the Count one here. It's got Elmo, and it's got the Big Bird. The Big Bird. And ironically, these are all the ones that have come out already. I think the trash one came out. What's his name? Not Grover. Come on, you guys know his name. Is it Grover? It's not Grover. It's the trash guy, man. The guy that's in the trash. I can't believe I'm forgetting it right now. But his colorway came out. The Elmo colorway has not come out yet. I think I might want to cop that one too, depending on how these play. But I've heard a lot of great things about the 8s, so hopefully the 9s are great. And it's these, man. Oh my god. Yo, shout out to Nightwing. Nightwing, I don't know if you'll ever see this video. I highly doubt it, since you already put this. You put this video out like months ago, I'd say. Probably like three or 4 months ago. You were the first one that I saw with the sneakers, and when I saw them, I immediately was in love. Like, it was the only colorway that I had to have. I had to have the blue Cookie Monster colorway with what, as he said, was the Muppet carcass, the little fur on the tongue here. Just absurd, man. So my camera died in the middle of me talking about the press release. So that's telling me I should probably speed it up. I'm doing a lot of talking here. But yes, Under Armour kills the press releases, and yes, I will be reading almost completely from the press release because, like I said, it's just so much information. If you guys didn't know, this is kind of like the perfected version of the 8. I feel like you don't see that a lot with sneakers. Like, sometimes they'll just go completely off the rails, a completely different sneaker. It's just not even close to the same. And then sometimes they'll take stuff away from a sneaker. Doesn't make sense. Like, brands just do like absurd things that just don't make sense to me sometimes when they're moving on to the next. Like, you go from 1 to 5, you expect like kind of upgrades, like something, an upgrade in the sneaker, and you just don't get it. And I haven't even touched the sneaker yet. I haven't gone into the sneaker at all, and I'm just killing everybody else because Under Armour just killed it. Sorry. So yes, this is an upgrade. So what you have on the bottom here is Flow technology, man. I got it in hand. Flow technology, and what they did, I believe it. So from my understanding and from what I talked about in the last video, if I remember correctly, Flow is the actual cushioning. Like the whole cushioning, all of this, the midsole, and the traction, it's all Flow. There's no rubber in this at all. How they did this, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you the technicalities of this. What I can tell you is what they updated from last time. So from what they said was they elongated the traction a little bit. It was a little bit tighter in the Curry 8, and I believe that's supposed to help with traction, but we're gonna find that out. So yes, I was correct. It is elongated. It says it's refined in the toe and lateral edges. Whatever the heck that means. Unfortunately, I don't have the Curry 8 to compare it to, and even if I went and I grabbed my nephew's, it's probably absolutely destroyed. I'm sure he destroyed those sneakers. So it's better. Like it's an upgrade. They actually upgraded the shoe. Who would have thought you'd do that in the next shoe? A lot of the feedback that they got was from players that wore it. So like players on this team, Damian Lee, Ken Bazemore when he was on the team were the two names that they mentioned. And then they said like some stars that wore it. I don't know of anybody who wears it. I don't pay attention to other people's feet who don't have signature shoes. That's what that is. And then he said people were saying it might be the best sneaker ever, which is crazy to me. It's exciting. It makes me want to put these on so bad. You think about all the shoes that I've played in. You guys have seen, well, if you've watched, I've tested a good amount of shoes. And then think about the shoes that I've been playing since before that you guys have never seen me playing, that I never did performance reviews on before I even did this. You're talking about a couple different Kobe's, you're talking about a couple different Jordans, random Nikes, random Adidas, just like a bunch of shoes, and they're trying to tell me that these could be the best basketball shoes ever. It sounds crazy to me. I'm not gonna say that until I put them on feet. I have very high standards. Some shoes have just blown performance out of the water, and some shoes have blown performance out of the water, and I'd like to see you guys try. If you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying any particular shoe, but if you know what I'm saying, then you understand what I'm saying. My opinion. So then you add in, on top of the Flow, the upgraded Flow, you add in this warp. They call it UA warp. So Under Armour warp is the upper here. It says it acts like a seatbelt on the foot, designed to be lighter and more breathable than the traditional upper. Under Armour warp locks the foot into the shoe's midsole without getting in the way of natural movements. From what I gathered, it seemed like, so if you don't know, the whole concept of the Curry 8s was kind of based around a running shoe. Like this cushioning, this Flow was meant to be for a running shoe. Supposedly the story goes is Curry saw somebody running in them, and he said, I guess he tried them on the court, and he said, I want those in my next sneaker. And this is Curry. Like, this is essentially the face of the brand. I mean, they have Tom Brady, but unless I told you, would you know that Tom Brady was signed to Under Armour? Probably not. So yeah, this is the face of the brand. He tells you he wants something in the shoe. You're probably gonna do it. So he said he wanted Flow. They put Flow in the 8s, but the shoe was, like I said, was kind of based around a running shoe. So it wasn't as stable. Not to say that it performed bad. Apparently he had a great season in it from what I read in the press release. He broke a bunch of records, like he does every year, but he did a bunch of stuff in the 8s. So, but they said it wasn't as stable. So they got this UA warp. Yo, Under Armour's just, man, it's like, I don't want to say it's like Nike, but they got their own technology now. Like, just think about a couple of years ago when Curry first signed there, and people were like, Under Armour? Who the hell wants to sign to Under Armour? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, they're killing it right now. Man, I am sucking Under Armour. Wow.
Pause. For sure. Whoa. Shit. Holy goddamn. Jesus Christ.
Here's a quote directly from the press release, and this might be the last thing that I read from the press release. It says, the team was looking at how we can continue to make things better every single year. It says that's what allows you to create long-lasting products and experiences. The philosophy is to innovate for the long term, because this is a long-term brand that is invested in giving athletes like Steph what they need for peak performance and the competitive mindset on and off the court. I mean, you dropped the mic at that, right? Like, that's the mic drop? You're looking to get it better every year? I feel like that's the mic drop right there. So now that I've gotten into the new technologies, I can move along to like the little slight changes. So if you guys didn't know, the Curry 8 was kind of like a booty. I don't believe it had a tongue. This does have a tongue, a lot less of a booty feel. A lot easier to get in from what they say, because that looked a little difficult to get in. It's got the, what do you call this, little pull tab here. Supposedly this is breathable mesh right through here. It does feel very thin. It does feel really comfortable though. It says molded collar built into the upper for ultimate comfort. TPE blend sock liner with low compression set for providing increased energy return. Every brand says increased energy return. Every single one. No matter what the sneaker is, they say increased energy return. You can almost guarantee it. UA flow cushioning, yada yada. Durable UA flow outsole provides a better core feel so you can cut and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. These retail for $160. I don't know what the retail was for the Curry 8s. I don't think it was $160. I think we got a little price bump. I don't care, man. I don't care. I told you guys already, this is the Cookie Monster colorway. We got the carcass here, the very soft. I'm gonna probably, hopefully people don't step and destroy my sneakers, because I really do love these. It's like, what do you even call this material? It's like teddy bear material, I guess, would be the best way I could describe it. You got like a synthetic, what do you even call this? It's not suede. So something similar to that. Then you got the Cookie Monster heel tab. I've shown this to you guys. This, man, these are the Curry 9 flows. These are the Curry 9 flows. This is my review. I've opened the box. I've shown you guys everything. You guys have got product shots. You guys have got me running on. My mouth is running forever and ever. This is the only land, and I'm out of here. You guys have a good one.